The Iron Man game mode. I have made a fresh Iron Man. I have maxed it, achieved all 3 mega rares, and achieved the Grandmaster helm. All in about 2 years. So what happens next? The Iron Man game mode is meant to be a more difficult version of RuneScape, where you can't trade others and have to get everything yourself. But there are so many things to get. RuneScape doesn't just end at a max cape, or finishing all raids, or even a Grandmaster helmet. There are always more items to get, more XP to get, and more to do. Welcome to the Iron Man game mode speedrun, post Grandmaster edition. Today, we will be doing one of the most dreaded grinds on RuneScape, Nex. I have delayed this grind until I got a Grandmaster helm for the sole purpose of it being useful here. When killing Nex in a normal duo or trio session, it is standard to do 1 kill trips. This means that you would kill Nex, leave the room, re-enter the next room which has a bank in it, and then repeat the process. The reason that Grandmaster helps us here is that each time we re-enter that room, which is every single kill, it costs us 15 Ancient KC with the Grandmaster helm. Every single Nex kill, we will lose 15 KC on that tracker. If we were only a Master Combat Achiever, it would cost 25 KC per kill, which is nearly double. In order to set up for an efficient Nex session, for consistent kills and no waiting on people, it is standard to all have a good amount of Ancient KC to go for an agreed amount of time without stopping. Each NPC in this room gives 4 to 6 Ancient kill count per kill, and so doing it for 5 minutes gives me about 100 KC, which is enough for 2 hours of trio Nex. As I mentioned, if we're banking each Nex kill, we will lose 15 Ancient KC per kill. But we also gain some inside the next room when killing minions. That is how, even though starting with 100 Ancient kills is theoretically only 7 entries or 7 kills, it should be a minimum of 15 kills. The number one reason this grind is so dreaded is because there are so many good items. Zerite Van Braces, Nihil Horn, which is a ZCB, 3 different Torba pieces. Even the Ancient Hilt for the Ancient Godsword has some uses nowadays. So imagine you're hopefully this endgame Iron wanting fully max gear, and there's this one boss that drops 6 different items you want. Normally, we can kill a boss for 1, maybe 2 good items, and when we get lucky on them, we're happy. But if we get lucky on 1 or 2 items here, we still have a long way to go. Imagine even being 5 out of 6 items and just needing that one last one. All of the dupes you would get before it is just the number one reason this boss is so disliked. Nex is also one of the bosses that the drops are actually rare. Look at the drop rates and know that these are team drop rates. Because this boss is not viable to solo, we have to do duos or trios for good drop rates. Although it's not exact due to MVPs, we can get a rough estimate of getting each drop in our name by timesing the rarity by our team size. In this case, 3. These are the real drop rates that we're after. With so many more items to go, because I only have Van Braces so far, it's just a matter of showing up to the boss and hoping to see a drop. Oh! Well, that's one way to start my next journey. 137 kills and 2 Van Braces so far. I can't necessarily complain. Hello? What is going on? I forgot to reopen my log in this clip, but it was legit a back-to-back in my name Van Braces. 138 total kills now, and 3 Van Braces in my name. Same session a couple hours later. Oh, I got the pet. This is only our first day back at Nex since GM Helm, and we already got 2 more Van Braces and a pet. The next day, we ran it back with the same team. I've currently only done trios so far. With how comfortable and easy they are to run, I don't have any interest in duos yet. Trios require no thinking other than attacking monsters and healing when your HP gets low. This kill was very scuffed, and DK ran out of food and unfortunately did not make it to see me get a drop. That kill netted me an Ancient Hilt, a better drop than a Dupe Van Braces because it's finally a new clog. I'm actually relieved to get this early because while it is an obscure item with obscure uses, arguably not that great, it is also the rarest item on Nex's drop table. 1 in 516 in solos, or in this case, 1548 in my name. It's one of those moments that are good because you know we won't be stuck here going for the rarest item last. New Nex log update, 182 KC in a pet, 3 Van Braces, and 1 Ancient Hilt. I'm supposed to be due to have 1 drop in my name at this point, but we have 4 plus pet. It's kind of an insane start. Remember though, we are still missing 4 rare items. We could not even be 10% of the way there. 4 hours later, same team. Oh, we got another Ancient Hilt! The odds of seeing any drop in a team is 1 in 43 kills, or about 5 hours of trios. We are currently sessioning about 6 to 8 hours per day, which means we should see 1 total drop per day, maybe 2, if lucky. Of course, both yesterday and it looks like today as well are going to be considered lucky. Another Van Braces, although this one's for the team rather than me. Learning how to melee P2 of Nex is the difference between consistent 5-minute kills and 6-minute kills. All it means is running in during the special when Nex says Fear the Shadow. This allows everyone on the team to get melee hits, which is significantly more DPS than ranging. And ideally, the person tanking long stalls so that Nex deals less hits, which makes the phase last longer. The only thing is about this phase, when she says Embrace Darkness, we have to run away and go back to ranging, or else we might die. I got super lucky here as I tried resetting her and messed up, but thankfully I ate fast enough. Having Nex within melee distance during that phase is essentially the only scary part of Nex. I'm still running trios all day long, but do keep in mind it's not realistic for the same 3 people to be ready at all times for 8 hours straight. Because we can't just simply teleport out and come back due to needing KC, as long as I have people willing, I'm always happy to send duos while waiting for a third. Duos are better drops per hour by about 10 to 15%, assuming no mistakes. However, if we do make a mistake like in that last clip, that kill is completely chalked. We wouldn't have enough brews. Even this kill is looking very close. 800 HP left on Nex, and I have 56 HP and 2 brew doses left. As a non-hardcore, we must stay until somebody dies, whether it's me or Nex. Nex has 300 HP remaining, and I have 57 HP. Who will win? Not even close. 1 HP left. Not rewarded, unfortunately. Meanwhile, as an official clogger now, I have to start doing cringe Slayer tasks in hopes of drops. Here is my Drake's Tooth. Day number 3, kill 226, 18 Van Braces. "227" is a number after 226, which consists of a Team Nihil horn. Unfortunately, our team of 2 Ironmen and 1 main, the 2 Irons without a horn, did not get it. The kill count is going up quick. Still no signs of being close to being done, but the long sessions are fun. 250 KC already. Oh! Torvo Paylegs! 1 year ago, we had to kill almost 1600 bandos for my bandos tacits. Today, we got Torvo Legs as our first Torvo piece. Maybe I should have skipped the tacits after all. Whoa, I just unfang kitted. I'm not even making this up. Okay, I'm back. There's a first time for everything. My first ever duo drop, an Ancient Hilt. This is why we do duos while waiting for a third instead of bank standing. You never know if that'll be the kill. Here is an updated Nex log at my current KC, 287. 294 KC, and no, this is not a private server or leagues, a Torva plate body, a new clog. I am now officially only missing a Torva full helm and Nihil horn until I complete Nex. With Oathplate being out, we can easily argue that the Nihil horn is the best drop from here, so no matter what, I will be staying until that's completed. Assuming all 294 trios, we should have about 2 drops in our name, maybe close to 3. Instead, we have 7 plus the pet. The luck at Nex so far has been insane. 7 kills later. Oh, another plate legs. Is that good? It is not even 12 noon yet, and I have had 3 drops in my name today. It has been a crazy day. Being at the point of having 4 out of 6 uniques, it might be hard to get our last remaining 2. In some weird way, I don't even feel close to being done yet. 1 hour later, our 4th drop of the day. This time not in my name, but Torva plate legs for the team. Unfortunately, Embu already had those. All of us really need is a Nihil horn. Later on that same day, I got another Van Braces but lost a clip. That put us at 9 total drops and 337 kills. The next day, things were looking grim. We just got our 400th kill and have not seen a single drop since 337. This is the driest I've ever been at Nex. That's right, a 63 kill dry streak is the driest that I have ever been in all of my 9 drops. After quite the dry streak, Embu got some more Van Braces. Just to keep things interesting, we were trying a method where we had one main with the ZCB and no melee, Pack Yak Brews for 2 kill trips, so that we could insta-leave the room and join back before Nex spawns. Yo, let's go! Van Braces! That is number 6 for Embu. This is kill number 536, nearing 200 dries since our last drop in our name. Realistically, we could probably not get a drop for another 300 kills and still not be able to complain. Van Braces number 7 for Embu. It has been nearly 2 weeks of Nex sessions. People are slowly burning out, but Embu and I are both holding on. We've been doing a lot more duos lately as it's been hard to find 3s, but the duos have actually been going quite well. Look at that, a comfy 3.5 leftover brews. Another Torva legs for Embu. One of these days, one of us will get the horn. Meanwhile, having completed Delve on day 2, I haven't had a proper chance to learn the boss. So I've been spending some evenings doing some Delve off stream for practice for the new CAs. The Delve CAs came out in early September, but at the time of this recording, they were still not out yet. That is another pet added to the collection log, Dom. I got the horn! Oh my god! No way! Probably close to 100 hours later. We were 5 out of 6 Nex items and we got the horn. With only the Torva full helm missing, I cannot justify to keep going right now. Instead, turning this Nihil horn into a ZCB for the Delve CAs should help significantly with the speed times. In order to make my ZCB, I have to get an ACB. Most people have an Armadyl Crossbow, but I do not. I did my 100 Sarah for the GM task and then never looked back. Both the T-Bow and Shadow are good at Sarah, but at the time I was grinding this, I didn't have an imbued heart yet. That made the T-Bow about 2 seconds per kill faster. Although realistically, when you think of God War's dungeon bosses on an Iron Man, 2 seconds per kill faster does not really mean much when we have to wait 90 seconds for a new spawn anyway. The boss itself essentially has no mechanics. We just kite it around the room until it dies in a few hits. Because we have to wait 90 seconds between spawns, we can average about 27 kills per hour. The Armadyl Crossbow is 1 in 508, which is about 19 hours, although we spend about 80% of that time drooling waiting for respawns. Here is 250 KC already. 282 KC, Ceratomin's Light. I don't think this actually does anything, but it is a clog, so I'll take it. This boss really isn't any different than star mining, and there's no reason why we wouldn't be able to star mine 9 hours a day. So here is 500 KC. We managed to get our kills per hour up to 29 by leaving and rejoining the room for quick respawns whenever we could. 750 KC now, quite dry. I can't find the clip of my first one, but the second Sarah Hill at 971 KC. I'm quite happy to get this item as it has obscure uses, especially at the Coliseum if we ever go back there for clogs. I also randomly made a swap to a Shadow instead of a T-bow. It is 2 seconds slower per kill, but whenever I run out of range pots with the T-bow, I have to bank for more. With magic, because we don't use magic pots, there's no banking needed, which means longer trips, which is more kills per hour over time. I mean, the difference is quite literally a 3 to 4 hour trip with range versus a 6 hour / permanent trip with magic, but still. A long time ago, they updated God Wars instances to have items on the ground last for 3 hours, and because Sarah drops both food and prayer pots, well, we have infinite supplies. 1000 KC at Sarah, still dry. I can't necessarily complain as this is probably one of the easiest bosses in the game, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4. No luck. I woke up at 4 AM knowing I wouldn't have time for a 6 hour trip since I have to do the Delve CAs in a few hours, so I went back to T-bow. 1464 KC, Armadyl Crossbow completed. That was nearly 3 times dry, yet the hours it took were still less than the hours we saved by getting lucky in the horn. The Zarek Crossbow is no doubt the best spec weapon in the game. All we do is click our spec bar and we hit a 110. Being locked behind Nex, it is intimidating to go for, but now our Iron Man has it. This seems like a great point to end today's video. As always, I hope you all enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and comment down below. Take care everybody, and I will see you all next time. Peace out.